Okay, we're back here on Bounce Around Charleston. Now, we just got through talking about the Black Taste of Charleston at the Gilliard Auditorium, and we talked about the Black Expo, two wonderful events. But then there is a third event that I just can't wait to tell you about, and Kenneth Morris is here to tell us all about an evening of jazz featuring South Carolina State University Jazz Band and some other guests. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you very much, Randolph.
Yeah. So let's talk about an evening of jazz. What do you want to tell us about that?
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you for being on.
And I'd like to let everyone know that we're having this jazz concert. It's the 7th of 7 years of jazz concerts. It's an evening of jazz, and we're having it at the Burke High School Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
This is going to be a really great show. We have South Carolina State College University Jazz Band that's been around for some time.
Wonderful group.
We've got a great band director, Mr. Roland Hayes, and he will direct a lot of great tunes that people who are into jazz are probably going to love to hear. Now, we've got some special guests in addition with the band.
You've got some other people.
We got some other people in addition to the band.
Okay.
So not only are you getting a great evening of jazz music with South Carolina State University Band, you're also going to hear a little from Miss Ann Caldwell, great jazz singer in the local area. You're also going to hear George Kenny.
George Kenny.
Who's a South Carolina alumni, and Oscar Rivers.
Whoa.
And wait a minute, there's one special treat that we're going to do that we've never done before.
Okay.
And that's the fact that Mayor Tecklenburg, jazz pianist, will be participating along with the band.
He knows how to tickle the ivories.
Yes, he does. He does. And it's promised to be a great event. We've done this. Last year we were at Mount Moriah.
Okay.
The year before we were at Burke High School, and this year we're going back to Burke High School. So
at the Performing Arts Center.
At the Performing Arts Center, and we're looking for a really good turnout. We've sold a lot of tickets, and we're hoping that more people will come out, and young and old alike. Anybody who has a penchant for jazz, come out and hear this.
And the proceeds are for the scholarship fund?
The proceeds of this, the most important part of this is that the proceeds of this event is for scholarships. Scholarships are very important to those who may not have enough capital to go to college. Myself, I benefited from a scholarship when I went to college back in 1969, and I used that scholarship along with work study in order to get through school.
Wow. And then you were just sharing with me that you have been away for 40 years.
Yes, I've been away from the Charleston area for 40 years. I spent the last 40 years in California.
And now you're back.
Now I'm back.
And now you're going to help us with this evening of jazz.
Oh yeah.
To help benefit your alma mater.
To help benefit my alma mater, exactly.
South Carolina State University.
The best school around.
Well, Kenneth Morris is promoting an evening of jazz featuring the South Carolina State University Jazz Band and special guests. This will happen Saturday, March 5th.
Yes.
At 6 p.m. at the Burke High Performing Arts Center at 244 President Street right here in Charleston. Now, the tickets.
Yes, tickets. These lovely tickets. You can get one of these tickets from any South Carolina State alumni member here in Charleston, in the Charleston area, or you can call the number 843-906-7473, or you can call 843-501-7794. Let me say that again. 843-906-7473 or 843-501-7794.
And the tickets in advance are $25.
$25 in advance, $30 at the door.
For an evening of jazz. Okay, I'm quite sure you want to go out and support South Carolina State University with an evening of jazz. And it will be at the Burke High School Performing Arts Center.
A great historical place, and bring your kids, bring young people, bring old folks, anybody who would like to hear some jazz, and those who are thinking about going to college. It would be a good idea for them to come and see what types of things South Carolina State College can do for you. If you're interested in college or music.
Kenneth Morris,
Thank you, sir.
thank you for being here on Bounce Around Charleston.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, you've heard it right here on Bounce Around Charleston, Evening of Jazz. We'll be right back.
It's Women's History Month, and in lieu of that, I got the chance to sit down with the oh-so-talented Miss Pauletta Washington. Stay tuned to hear all about her journey in the arts.